Hey guys, this is Francis Young here. It's been a while since I came out with a video discussion on the sport of track and field, and today I wanted to just talk about beginner in track and field and how I began and how you can begin in track and field. Because in track and field, there's so many events, there's so many different athletes and events you could choose from. And I started from a personal point of view. I started track when I was 13 in high school. I was a soccer player at that time, and I was playing soccer for like a AAA level, which is like the highest level we could go at that time. And you know what? In soccer, I wasn't too good because technically I wasn't there with the skills, but I was really fast. And as I found out that I was fast, I found that maybe I could try a different sport, which was track and field. And it was my mom who got me started. She found a coach for me before I started training like track and field seriously. I was just running in high school as a 13-year-old in secondary two, and I made track and field provincials at high school regionals and without training. So at that time, yeah, I won the provincials. I won the 80 meters and the 150 meters. And then later that summer, I went to the Quebec Games, and I didn't do that well because like I didn't have much training under my belt. But in the 100 meter around that time, I was running around 12:50, and 200 meter around 25. And then it was 1 month later, I started training with a group, which is still my track club and my coach today. And I drop my times really fast, but I want to talk about in track and field how you could start out the sport, what you should think about. What I found was interesting in track and field was there were so many different events you could choose from. You could choose sprints, you could choose middle distance, you could choose long distance, you could choose throws, you could choose jumps. There were so many events that you could choose from, and the thing about track and field is you don't have to be great and you don't have to have be born uh, with with skills to the event. It could be taught. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, track and field, like especially in sprints, it's all genetics." It's not genetics. I didn't start out really quick. I started out running a 12:50, and then 1 year later, I ran an 11:25 as a 14-year-old. And what made this happen was good coaching and motivation. I found my coach. I found that I found the right coach that taught me the necessary skills to improve my speed. When I was 14-year-old, I was running like a chicken. My arms were all over the place. Now my arms are straight, but it took me a couple months to get my arms straight. And when I ran 11:25 at 14, I was very happy. Obviously, the year after, I didn't run too good. I ran 11:30, but the following year, in 2010, I ran a 11:02, 11 flat, and a 10:81 wind aided. And what I love about this sport of track and field is you're never out of the game. You might have one bad season, but you could always bounce back. And it's that's really good in the sport of track and field because if it's consistency that gets you far in track and field. You have to be consistent, patient. Especially in sprints, you have to be patient. It's not going out fast right away. It's whoever reaches the finish line first, not whoever reaches the top line, top speed first. And when I was younger, I found I was really good at that. And if you find you have good cardio, you could go for middle distance. If you find you have a lot of cardio, you should go for a long distance. If you find you're strong, you could go jumps. You could go long, not jumps, like shot put, a hammer throw. If you find you could jump far, maybe triple jump is good for you, or long jump because you could jump far, or you could jump high. It's high jump. There's a lot of events you could choose from, and especially in Canada, it's a good. We have a good track program, decent track program. I think the coaching could be better. There's certain coaches in some levels that are good, but if you find the right coach, you find the right motivation, and you're willing to work hard, you will see results really quick, especially when you're younger, because you're going through puberty when you're younger, and uh, as you grow, your times or your performances will increase. And I always said the first year of track and field, of real training, or the young years of track and field, or when your times are gonna drop the most. I find, just because you're young and you're growing. Well, as you get older, they won't drop as fast, but they will drop too. It is possible to drop, and I find that track and field gave me a real big confidence boost in whatever I did. Even when I went to school, I used track. I was confident in track, and it helped me get my diploma in university and all that. And that's why I came back to run. And I feel as if track and field or whatever sport you do, it will help you in life. There's a lot of things you learn in sports that will be applied to life. And for starters, I think if you're a teenage and you're looking to get into sport or track and field, but you don't know which event you want to do, you could just think about your strength. What are your strengths? What are you good at? What are your weaknesses? What do you want to work on? Because not everybody starts out fast. There's a lot of people that start out running 13 seconds, 12 seconds. But then when they start training, they drop 1.5 seconds in the first year because that's when your time drops the most. Is the first year of real training, real track training, whether you're young or old. The times will drop the quickest was when your first year. And I found that to be very, very possible. And I think track has given me a lot to think about, but it's also given me so much. And I feel that's why I became a coach. That's why I still continue to run because I love the sport. And I think it's something for you guys to think about if you're looking to get into any sport or just the sport track and field. What event you want to choose, whatever. It can lead you far. And that's just my thoughts on it. So hope you guys enjoy it. Rate, comment, subscribe. See you guys.